Today we celebrate the feast of Saints Peter and Paul. Certainly, after Jesus, Peter and Paul are the two most important figures in the earliest church. And what we see in these two men are styles of leadership that are different and yet are complementary. If we look at the Acts of the Apostles and chapter 15, which describes the meeting of church leaders in Jerusalem. Sometimes that's referred to as the First Council or the Council of Jerusalem. What we see there is Peter and his particular style of leadership. Peter is certainly considered the head, but he is, or he considers himself rather, first among equals. So Peter allows everyone to speak. He is a consensus builder. He is someone who is consultative in his leadership style before a decision is finally made. That decision would have huge ramifications for the future of the Christian movement, because that council decided that Gentiles could become Christians and that Gentiles did not have to become Jews in order to be part of the Christian movement. And then we look at Paul. Paul's style was dynamic. He went out as a missionary and formed churches in a number of different places. And yet his style was collaborative and trusting. He formed Christian communities. He stayed with them for a while, and then he would leave them on their own. He would write letters to some of those communities, either to correct them if he believed they were doing something wrong or heard that they were doing something wrong, but also to encourage them. But what strikes me about Paul's leadership style is that he trusted the people in his communities, and equally, he trusted that the Holy Spirit was with them, guiding them, leading them to where they needed to be. And so we see in Peter and Paul two styles of leadership that are worth our reflection and which are worth our imitation.